Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. In this verse of Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra tells us all glorious is the life of a wise person who is free from all expectations, free from all attachment towards family, wife, children, etc., free from all senses and desires and the evil of the material universe, and even free from his or her attachment with her or his body. This is about a very highly evolved, self realized person. A person who does not want to show off to anybody, but who abides in himself or herself and meditates all the time within to look into the universe within and reside there happily, blissfully, and eternally. Such people have what is known as Nirvikalpa Samadhi, that is, these people are always connected to God and who always think about God and meditate on the super soul. Such people do not identify with their mind body complex. They identify with the soul. False ego means identifying with the mind body complex, whereas real ego is when you identify with the soul. Now, when you don't identify with the mind body complex, you are automatically detached from this big, bad, miserable but colorful material universe. And because you are detached, you don't have any expectations of the material kind from the universe or from any living entity. Similarly, you are detached from your own family, friends, relatives, children, etc., and you are within yourself as a self contained, self realized soul. Because you are detached from this material universe, the five senses of the etheric body don't perturb you at all. And because they don't perturb you, you are free from the five evils that plague every living entity who identifies himself or herself with the mind body complex. We will go further into it. There are a few examples which will make this verse a little more clear. First, Ramana Maharshi was only 18 when he went to meditate in Tiruvannamalai. When he went there the first day, he visited the temple of Tiruvannamalai. Then he took a bath in the pond, tore off his clothes, and made a loin cloth out of them. And from then on, he sat on meditation and forgot about the existence of his own body. Even before that, he had left his family, his mother, his brothers, and his sister behind. He had become totally detached towards them and his own relatives. Till the age of 79, from the age of 18, he remained only in Tiruvannamalai within a radius of 50 kilometers. It was his own mother and his own brothers who came to him, and after finding that it was useless to cajole him to come back, they themselves became his followers and devotees and reached the higher realm of spiritual life. Similarly, Bhakti Vedanta, though he was married at a very early age and was running a medical company or a factory, laughed when his factory was burnt down by nature and he was already 56. At that time, when the family and the relatives were lamenting over the loss, Bhakti Vedanta said, "Today God has called me, and that is the reason he has burned down this factory." From then on, he lost all connections with his family, relatives, and friends. He went alone to Vrindavan, where he went into deep study and meditation, wrote many books, ran the magazine Back to Godhead, and then went to America and built 108 Hare Krishna temples. Similarly, Gaur Kishore Maharaj belonged to a mercantile family in Bengal. But when he was 30, his wife died, and instead of lamenting over that, this man gave up everything in this world and came out and became a total mendicant and a renunciant. He spent his life like that, no unknown to the public. He was happy with himself, but as luck could have it, he became a legend several years after his passing on through the good books of Sri Bhakti Vedanta, who wrote about him and made him a legend. Today, this man has his own Wikipedia page and he is revered all around as one of the pillars of ISKCON. This is what happens to a self-realized person. His or her life is glorious. They don't want anything. They don't even want this body. They have no desire, no senses, and no evil in them. They just abide in the self and think about God. Either they eulogize God through their songs and verses, or they prepare themselves to become servants of God. They have nothing to get or achieve in this world, no personal acts to grind. They have stopped to live for themselves or their family, friends, and relatives. They are here only to serve humanity, and that too for the sake of God. A person is not attached to his or her body. That is because a self-realized wise person knows that this body is only important in this particular birth. There have been several bodies before, and if all this birth and death cycle is not stopped here with completely, there will be several bodies in future also. So they consider the present body as a dress and nothing more, and hence they are detached from this body. That does not mean that you physically torture a person and he or she does not win. No, he or she may win, but not because the soul is wincing, but because the body is feeling the pain. The person is already detached and has gone back to Godhead. We all should remember this, and we should all try to emulate great men who have become wise and knowledgeable and attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Brahman, so that we also live a glorious life. This is all for the present. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.